yoga studio. I'm Kat, for those of you who haven't tried one of our videos before, and it's great to have everybody on the mat with me today as we work through a nice, easy, short Pilates class for relaxation. So this is a lovely one to do if you've had a busy day, maybe you want to settle down, unwind for the evening, or maybe you're just not feeling 100% today and you're looking for something that can get you moving, but without really having to push yourself. So because we're looking at Pilates for relaxation, it's really important that you do think quite a lot about your breathing, maybe slow the movements down a little bit. Take those long, big, deep breaths in, because that's what's going to really help us to relax and unwind. So we're going to start with just a few little breaths before we begin to think about the movement. So find any position that feels comfortable to sit in. It doesn't have to be cross-legged. You can take the legs out in front of you, sit on a chair, sit on a cushion, whatever feels good. And then just let your hands either come onto the ribs if you want to sort of feel the movement in the body as you breathe, or we're just going to let the hands rest in the lap. Close your eyes for a moment if that feels okay. We're going to take 5 long, big breaths in and out. So we're breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Make those breaths as long and as slow as you can. You've taken those 5 breaths, we're opening the eyes. And just start with a roll of the shoulders. So breathe in, take the shoulders up. Breathe out, let them relax. So we're going to go for one more roll of the shoulders. And then allow those shoulders to just drop. Let the tension go if you can, relaxing them down the rib cage. Take the left hand down towards the floor. Tilt the right ear to the right shoulder, and then just see if you can bring the right hand up and over. Take a little stretch through the neck. Watch that left shoulder doesn't try and join the ear. Keep it nice and low. And then release the right hand down. Just roll your chin through into your chest and round to the left side. So that then we can tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. Same idea then. Left hand's going to come in. Maybe just add a little bit of extra guidance. A bit of weight, pressure. Help stretch through the right side. And then release the hand. Roll the head back into the center. Lift the chin up, and then we're going to come onto all fours. So just bringing the knees under the hips, seeing if you can just gently press through the shins and the feet, and then we've got the shoulders over the wrists as we spread out through the fingers and the palms. So working with our cat stretch, we're going to breathe out, round up through the spine, and as you breathe in, turn the tailbone up and squeeze the shoulder blades back into the middle of the rib cage. So breathe out, round. Breathe in, arch. So remember, we're looking for that nice, slow, easy movement. No rushing. You don't want to force anything. Just finding that little bit of movement to help relax and shake the spine out. And we're also just finding a little bit more emphasis with the breath. And then walk your hands out in front of you as you breathe out. See if you can come into a prayer pose. So stretching the fingers out in front, press through the palms. See if you can bring your elbows to the floor. Shoulder blades push away from each other around the outside of the ribs. Maybe the head comes to the mat. And we leave the hips over the knees, so that we can just allow the spine to drop, relax towards the floor. Good. As you next breathe out, just take yourself all the way back. Come to a child's pose. So if you can't quite get the head to the floor, maybe we want to create a little stack with the hands to support the head. Otherwise, see if you can bring your hands round by your feet, or wherever the arms and the hands feel comfortable. And we take some nice breaths in here. And we're never rushing, just nice slow breathing. And slowly push yourself up to sitting. And then we want to come round to a seated position. So we're going to take the legs out in front, and we're going to work with our spine stretch and a stretch for the backs of the legs. So we find a little bit of length for the hamstrings as well. So sit nice and tall, relax your shoulders. If you need to take a little bend in the knees, you can. And we've always got the option of putting a little cushion, or maybe if you have a yoga block or Pilates block, you could always just sit yourself up on your block as well, if that's a little bit more comfortable for the hips and the back. Take the legs out in front, sit nice and tall, relax your shoulders, down the spine, breathe in. And then as you breathe out, we're going to round the chin to the chest, pointing the nose to the navel as you work through your spine stretch. Take a big breath in, stretch through the back. And then as you breathe out, press your chest forwards and lift the chin away from the chest. So we try to lengthen through the spine and we come more to a hamstring stretch. Breathe in. Sit yourself all the way back up, and then we're ready to round forwards again. So chin to chest. Stretching through the spine. Just seeing how far you want to round. Imagine you've got a little ball, or maybe you have cushions on your lap you're rounding over. Big breath in. Stretching through the back of the ribs, and then as you breathe out, press the chest forwards. Lengthen out through the crown of the head, stretch over the legs, and then we breathe in, sit up. So we're just moving, breathing at the same time. Again, keep it nice and slow and unhurried. So allowing the back of the body to stretch out. So we're going to take that 2 more times. Breathe out, chin to chest. Keep the chin tucked in. And then as you breathe out, we find that length through the spine. Maybe we take a little pull through the arms. And sit ourselves up. Last one. So we sit all the way back up, relax the shoulders, and then just take yourself all the way down towards the floor. So we're going to take just a couple of shoulder bridges just to find a little bit of length of the spine across the mat, just ironing out any kinks in the back. So as you breathe out, just gently squeeze the pelvic floor up so you've got that feeling of stopping yourself from using the loo. Peeling the back up from the floor, using your glute muscles. Just roll up as far as you feel comfortable. Breathe in, breathe out. Try and slot each vertebrae one at a time. Really imagine you're lengthening each vertebrae, each disc out across the mat. Breathe in and then try again. Turn the tailbone up, roll up through the spine, curl all the way up through onto your shoulders. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Again, imagine someone was very gently just pulling your spine away from the crown of the head. And we're going to try that one more time. Come back to resting on the floor. And we're going to hug the knees in towards the chest and draw some circles with the knees. So as you breathe out, pull the knees in towards you, circling them away from each other. Breathe in, bring the knees together at the top. So breathe out, knees to chest, opening out. Breathe in, come together. And then we're going to draw those circles the other way. So breathe out as the knees come away from each other. Breathe in as you come towards the top of your circle. And then releasing the feet to the floor. Open the arms out, they come to the shoulders. And we're going to bring the feet to the edge of your mat if you're lying on a mat, or just so they're a little bit wider than the hips if you haven't got your mat. When you're ready, breathe out. Roll the knees to the right. Take a big breath in there. Stretch so you can feel a little stretch through the left hip down to the knee, and then breathe out. Roll to the left side. Keeping the knees and feet nice and wide. So if you want to take a little bit of movement with the neck, we can take the knees one way, head the other. Then keep it just that nice, slow movement, lots of thinking about the breathing. And then come back into the middle. And as you breathe out this time, we're going to roll the knees to the right and bring the knees and the feet together. Take a little look over to the left-hand side if you can. And then as you breathe out, we're going to circle the left arm round, coming into our pinwheel or around the world. Circling it round to the thigh, towards the right fingers. And as you breathe in, the arm circles back past the head. So breathe out, circle round. Drawing a nice big circle then with that left hand. Inhale, take the arm back past the head. And we're going to do that one more time. finishing then back in that twist, look towards your left thumb. And as you breathe out, roll the knees back into the centre. Take the left foot back to the edge of the mat, and then the knees come to the left side. Bring the right foot over the left if you can. Then we look towards the right thumb, and then we start to circle with the right hand. So breathe out, take it round towards your thighs, all the way round to the left. Circling back as you breathe in. So we're just making those circles as big as we can. So if you can't get the hand all the way around, maybe we take a little smaller circle. Finishing with that big breath in as we bring that right arm round to the side. Look back towards the thumb, and we've just got a couple of breaths here in our twist. And then come back into the middle. Hug the knees in towards your chest. And then we can take a little rock here perhaps, or maybe we draw little circles with the knees together now in each direction. Maybe you're enjoying just laying on the back with the knees hugged into the chest. So if you have more time, you could then just let the feet drop down towards the floor. Maybe keeping the knees bent, stretch them away from you. Let the arms flop out to the side and just take a few moments to relax. Otherwise, we're going to slowly bring ourselves up to sitting. And then when you're ready, we're going to breathe in, reach the arms up. And as you breathe out, just sweep the hands back down. Okay, good. I hope you enjoyed that, and that gave you a little bit of movement whilst allowing the body to relax and the mind to relax, and you remembered not to try and push yourself. If you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, if you have any comments or questions, you can leave them below and I'll do my best to get back to you. And if you like the videos, please subscribe to the channel so you'll know when our next video comes out. All right, I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care now. Bye.